Tap the screen, share the love. Happy Wealth Wednesday. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? Hey, Face Tech Solutions. Hey, everybody in YouTube land. Hey, everybody on Instagram. Hey, everybody on Facebook. Hey, everybody on TikTok. How's that? And it's not. Y'all tap the screen, share the live. Good afternoon. Oh. How's everybody feeling today? Hey, Glorious Locks. I know I was supposed to be on at 11:11, but I'm on closer at 1:11 today. I have my reasons. That's right. Happy Wednesday. I am doing A-okay. Trying to stay hydrated, girl. That's what I'm trying to do. And then I got a long list of things to do. I got some ads to drop for some of my clients. I got some audiences I need to build for some people. I still need to go grocery shopping because we just got, on the produce side, we just got a couple avocados and some oranges. We have like 2 oranges and 2 avocados. So I got to go get that done. And then, you know, my daddy graduated yesterday. Okay, so we got graduation dinner. So, yeah. So, you know, stuff we got to get done. So the quicker y'all tap the screen and share the live and get us to our first set of goals, the faster we can get into the money-making strategy that we've been going through. Okay. Hey, Queen Nisha 11. Thank you for my heart, me. Let's see. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Y'all know the deal. We need our first 50 shares, 10,000 taps, and the more comments you guys give, the better it is too to help me on the FRP. Now, have you guys been enjoying, the training over the past few days? And also, can I get y'all to give me a housekeeping? Can I get housekeeping? That would be great. If I can get all the housekeepings, that would be fantastical. Housekeeping, please. Please and thank you. Thank you. Can you have a house tour one day? Maybe we could do like specific rooms. So this is my thing about the home tours, okay? Like, first of all, majority of you guys are good people. And you will never hurt me, you never harm me, you never try and, break into my home or anything like that. The vast majority. But there's a couple of like psychopaths. You know what I'm saying? It's just a few psychopaths that's out there, and it's a few scandalous people out there that absolutely positively 100% would try and run up in here. Okay. So I feel like maybe we could compromise. Like, y'all could pick, like, we could pick a room, because I record in the formal living room quite a bit, and then I also I record in y'all know I'm in the kitchen a lot. So maybe we'll do like a kitchen tour or a formal living room tour or something like that. Because I remember there was one time a couple of y'all were asking for me to show my Chanel collection. And at first I was going to do it. And then I thought about it. I was like, wait. I was like, no. I was like, no. Hey, Asia. Hey, Asaya. Hey, T. Alston. What's going on, y'all? What's happening? So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we could do like a room in the house tour. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the only time I would probably do a house tour is whenever I'm getting ready to move out of here. And I probably would already be moved. I probably would already be moved and then drop the house tour. So, and I know people, you know what I'm saying, they ask, because like you said, I appreciate that you said you love the way I decorate. So that's what I said. I may do like a room, but like the whole house, like, you know what I'm saying. And I know you don't mean any harm, but it's a lot of people, baby. They be meaning harm. It's a lot of people out here. They be on some other stuff. Hey, Mika Finance. Now, I do need to start getting ready for the holidays. So, y'all, there's this tree. I'm praying it goes on sale. It's like this big, it's a 14 foot, and I think they have a 16 foot version of like this particular spruce with all of these lights on it. It's so beautiful. I want it. Do I need it? No. Do I want it? Yes. Yes, I want it. And also for the record, I know for a fact that I can put 3 trees in my living room. I'm not gonna do it though, but I would like to. I won't. Y'all know I normally have a big one like back here in this corner. That's where the big like showstopper stunner is, and I feel like I would want to do like a 10 foot. Like I got these big vases from Brazil that are behind my sofa, but I definitely could move those down to the other side and pop a tree right there next to the fireplace. I probably could do like a 10 foot tree on one side and maybe like a 7 foot on the other side. Cause y'all know my mantle is like about is I think my mantle's like 8 feet tall. No, my mantle's 10 feet tall. My mantle's 10 feet tall because the ceilings are 20 feet. So I need to get the slim tree. Y'all know I love the Christmas tree. But I want another big like 14 foot for like the front foyer. Because one year I have a big fat like healthy tree. It's old. It's like older than me. And it's starting to lose too many needles, right? So it's gonna be time to get rid of that. But normally that's the tree I have in here. And so the past couple years, I took the big 12 foot one that would be in the front in the foyer and moved it around here. So now I need another 12 or 14 foot tree to go in the foyer. And yes, I don't have to buy any more decorations for anybody that's judging me. That's how much I got. I love some Christmas. Okay, I have things. I have things. I have goals. I need to call my nephews too. They need to come over here and help me. We're gonna turn one of the bedrooms into like a living room suite for Mama, so she had like the full like ensuite. And I have like some really beautiful furniture and stuff like that. Am I gonna decorate for Halloween? Probably not. Probably not. I love Christmas, and so like normally like I put like a little inflatable up by the mailbox or something so the kids know that they can come here and get candy on Halloween. But sometimes when I'm on track with my schedule, baby, I be giving people Halloween candy. Now I love dressing up in a Halloween costume, and the inside of my house is straight look like jingle bells. Okay. And as I've gotten older, I appreciate just a tree with lights on it. Like no decorations, like just a tree. Like it looks so pretty sometimes, just the trees with just the lights, right? So I feel like if I get my trees up in October, that gives me at least a whole month to just enjoy the tree with just the lights, right? So that may be my thing. Maybe in the kitchen this year, maybe I'm just gonna do green and lights everywhere. I don't know. Oh, what's a good Christmas color to try? Any color. Because you know I have all the color combinations, baby. I like all of them, okay? Orange and blues and greens and purples and pinks and teals and like I always have one traditional like room in the house for Christmas, but it's always non-traditional everywhere. I think I did like all whites and golds and silver like in the formal dining room last year. So I just be mixing it up. Anyway, speaking of mixing it up, y'all give me housekeeping, so I can drop the upcoming stuff. I'm very excited. I'm very excited because y'all know what time of year it is. Some of y'all don't know. Somebody asked me what time of year is it. Somebody asked me what time of year it is, so we can get to it. And y'all tab. We're only at 1,200 tabs. I just know I was gonna look up there and see like 8,000. Tap that screen for anybody that's just getting here. We need 10,000 taps and we need our first 50 shares. What time of year is it? Baby, it's Black Friday. Okay, it's time for Black Friday. See, a lot of people make the mistake. They don't start thinking about Black Friday until November. But if you're a small business owner or you're a side hustler, it's time to think about Black Friday like right now. Right now, 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 right now. It's time to think about Black Friday right now. So, yeah. Yeah, it's time to think about Black Friday right now. So, y'all know every year I do Black Friday boot camp and we get money. We get money. We get money during Black Friday boot camp. Yeah, 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 we do. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. So, so anywho, uh, if you use the Services Plus, okay, or if you're watching me on another app, just just check in my bio, okay, checking in my bio, and it says deals of the week. Tap that button. Okay, first one you're gonna see is for the 365 marketing guide, but the next thing you're gonna see is Black Friday bootcamp mentorship. Okay, that's 10 weeks where we're gonna be working together. You're gonna get a custom growth strategy, like just for you and your business. Hey, Marianne, thanks, babe. You're also gonna get a custom marketing rollout for your offer. I'm going to do an audit on your funnel. Okay, baby. It's a bunch of good stuff you're going to get if you're in the mentorship. We're going to be working together starting September 30th. We'll be working together to make sure your Black Friday is crack-a-lacking, okay? And you're going to get your growth strategy before we get started because I need you to be on it, okay? I'm going to do a Meta Ads or Facebook Ads account audit if you're using those. We are going to do TikTok ads training. You're going to do Meta ads training. We're going to make sure your funnel is developed properly for Black Friday. Lead magnet development. Now, we'll say this because we need the lead magnet in order to start building up those new followers. So your lead magnet assessment is going to happen before we actually get started on the 30th. If that makes sense. I have to give you all this stuff before we get started because you kind of gonna have like pre-work before you get into the program, so we can make sure that things are formatted properly. We also gonna do your pre-offers, so those are things that you're selling before you actually get to your big offer for Black Friday, and you are gonna do the you also have access to the study halls. Study halls are additional trainings and where we do short skills. Okay. Now, if you cannot afford to come into the mentorship, and I think we only have like 5 spots for the mentorship. No, I'm lying. We got 10. We have 10 for the mentorship. But if you can't afford to come to the mentorship, then the economic option, basically we have a Black Friday bootcamp base edition. Okay. The base edition is on sale for $97 today. Okay, instead of $9.97. The next price increase is going to go up to $197. But if you want the base, you're going to get weekly video modules. You're going to get an actual workbook. You're going to get your day-by-day instructions. You're going to get your sales series emails because a lot of y'all suck at writing emails, so we're just going to give them to you. You get the follow growth strategy for TikTok. You get the follow growth strategy for Instagram, and you get the follow growth strategy for Facebook, and you get your sales posting cycles. Is this Instacoin? No, mentorships are different from Instacoin. A mentorship is closer to your experience with working with me for KE cohort. Not the same, not the same at all. It's a hyper group is very, very small, and I'm like really in your business on your top. Like y'all know Shayla Ray is one of my clients. Glorious Locks is one of my clients. She works with me. It's like y'all tell them I am like we're very, very detailed. So like for instance, last night in KE cohort, they're finishing up pixels, and literally we be on the line until everybody got pixel on their page. Every single problem. All of them got different marketing plans, challenges that I roll out to them. I'm on the phone with them like, this is what your strategy is going to be. This is what your audiences are. This is what we're moving around. It's like it's a step before you get into continuous coins. Much more. KE cohort is a much more affordable step than that. So yeah. So not the same thing. Instacoin is more of like a small group and it's set to focus on everything all together. Then typically clients, when they get done with KE cohort, we transition them for like 12 months into flying solo on their own. So yeah, so that is that. Now, next, y'all give me housekeeping, so I can test my delay. Where we at? We're 4,100 taps. Y'all tap. get us there so we can go ahead and get started. You said you're at work. You're gonna look it over. Okay. Hey Onyx, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank y'all for the thumbs ups that y'all are giving me on YouTube right now. I appreciate that. Let's see. Well, come on back, babe. But if you come back, don't go through the regular portal. Email customer support and say like, hey, I was in Instacart a couple years ago. Can I get the renewal price? Because we normally, and typically you're supposed to renew within 12 months for us to give you the renewal price, but I give you the renewal price. People that are coming, because a lot of people do that. They'll be in Instacoin and they'll extend because they're still, because we're always constantly updating it. So a lot of people get in and they stay in for a while. So yeah, thank you for the housekeeping. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Housekeeping, housekeeping, housekeeping. Okay, housekeeping number 1. If you ordered a 365 marketing guide from me, we're going to be working to get these in the mail for you guys this weekend. So if you're trying to get a quick ship order, make sure you try and order today. Okay, today or tomorrow. So that way we can make sure we get everybody's tickets printed and we can get these to the post office and y'all can get these in your hands. All right. And this does come with the virtual training as well. Okay. Next piece of housekeeping that you need to know about that's very, very important. Hey, Tony, I don't know if y'all remember, this is probably like a month ago. A lot of y'all were like telling me that you're struggling with your content creation. And I was telling y'all that I have a digital content planner and I had taken it down that I was offering for free. And I'm going to tell y'all why I took it down. I ain't going to lie to y'all. Human emotion, and I got angry. I got very, very angry. I got angry because there were people that were printing the planner that I was giving away to you guys for free. And they decided to print it off and sell it. And that really, really ticked me off. That agitated me like down in my spirit to like no ends. Like I just feel like the audacity, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm putting it out here. And don't get me wrong, I know it's valuable. People get my lead magnets and they're like, oh my God, this is so good. I can't believe this is free. That's supposed to be the whole purpose of a lead magnet. I'm not supposed to give you trash, right? But it infuriated me in a way that y'all have no idea. In a way that y'all have no idea. Then turned around and came and told me, it was like, oh yeah, like I thought that this was a great idea. No, it's not, ho. Excuse my language. it made me so mad. So I took it down. So I have updated the content planner because I had told y'all, I was like, I'll put it back up because y'all asked. I was like, I'll put it back up. I updated it. Okay. And then I added something called an authority blueprint to it. And it's like a 30-day guide to basically show you how to be a resource, which is very important if you want to be able to make sales and you want to be able to make sales continuously. Okay. So I'm going to drop a free version. It will only be 7 days. Okay. And if any of y'all want a full 30 days and you also want the authority blueprint, it'll be a whopping $9.99. Okay. We ain't trying to break nobody's pocketbook. Okay. That's not the goal of this, but it's gonna be back. I don't know if I'm gonna put it back up this week or if I wait till the top of next week, but it is done. Okay. It's done and it's coming back. And if I find out somebody's out here on some other type of time, like y'all was last time, taking my free products and printing them off and selling them to people, like y'all want to know what's the wildest thing about people that scam? Like in their brain, in their brains, somehow they have like conceptualized that they're not scamming. Like their moral compass, I don't even know if they have a moral compass. It's very, very off. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that I put something out for free and you're going to come and take what's for free and sell it to somebody else is wild. Instead of giving somebody else the links, right? Because that's predatory. Because they could have easily just given these other people the links so they could get it for free. Now I'm gonna take something that somebody put out here for free and I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna go sell it. That number one is effed up. Number two, you're stealing my work. They weren't selling them and saying like this is created by King Ashley Ann. No, they took my name off of the stuff, put their own cover on it, and turned around and was selling it, y'all. So now you are a plagiarizer too on top. They're a plagiarizer too. Oh, thank you, Onyx. Onyx said, I don't have a business or anything. However, I love your content and I love to support. Thank you so much, Onyx. I appreciate that so much, babe. I appreciate that so much. You know what I'm saying? Like the levels that scammers and schemers will be on, and they don't think that there's anything wrong with the things that they do. Yes, there is something wrong with this, right? So anyway, hey, E. Danielle. So long story long, y'all. I'm gonna bring it back. Okay, I'm gonna bring it back. I don't know how long. I don't know how long it's gonna be back. I'm gonna bring it back though. Blink, blink, blink. Okay. Thank you for the heart me, E Danielle. Yes, y'all do like E Danielle. Send me those heart me's. If you there should be a heart up like on the left side of the screen, like where my profile picture is. Tap that little heart. It could be gray, or it could be orange. If it's gray, you need to tap it. Okay, you want to be orange. You need everybody to be orange. Okay, they're only 1 cent, and TikTok likes it when we get those little heart me's. You said what is this called? It's just a digital content planner. Excuse me, it's a digital content planner, and it helps you plan content for major platforms. So like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X, Threads, stuff like that. That's what it does. I know, T. Alston, I do give away enough for free. Baby, I don't know if you noticed, though, I've been rolling it back. There's only a particular type of person I want in my community. And if you're a user, I don't want you here. If you're an abuser, I don't want you here. If you are the type of person that, for every time someone gives a solution, you find a problem, I don't want you here. It's a very, very, and it's cool. Like, thank you so much, your favorite jewelry lady. It's almost kind of like rebuilding your audience, you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to work a lot of people out. I'm trying to work a lot of the old people out. I'm not even trying to be subtle about it. Like, I'm very clear. I don't want you here. And if you get offended, yes, I'm talking to you. Blink, blink, blink. If you're offended, yes, I'm talking to you. Glorious Locks, thank you for the heart, me baby doll. No, like there's only a particular type of person I want in my community, especially with everything that's going on in our economy right now, especially with everything that's happening in our society and with the laws, and them trying to strip away civil rights and stuff like that. Well, not trying to, they're actively stripping away civil rights, right now in America. Nah, dog, if you're a certain type of person, I don't want to be around you. I don't want to be associated with you, and I sure don't want to help you. Okay. Side note, we hit those 10,000. Yes. Go us. Cheers to y'all. Thank you. Let's see, who's that with all those shares? E Danielle, thank you so much for sharing, baby. I appreciate you so much. E Danielle, I feel like I need like a super sharer group or something for y'all. I wish there's like a really cool badge or something I could give y'all for like my super sharers. E Danielle, I Dream Promotions. Who else comes in here and shares a lot? The Lone Queen. The Lone Queen, she comes in and she shares a lot. There's some of y'all, baby. Y'all be out here sharing to everybody, and I appreciate it so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Like, they be out there sharing to 40, 50 different people at a time, and I need that. Okay, because the algorithm makes sure that my notifications don't go out. Bling, bling, bling. And y'all know why. Oh, you know why. If you follow me and don't just come in here on the live streams, you know why. You know why. Anyway, everybody, give me the ready. Let me see it roll through those comments. Y'all, this bracelet is so heavy. I hardly ever wear it because it's so heavy. It's so nice, but like, child, this is a heavy piece. Okay, this is heavy. This is like adding like 4 pounds to my wrist. It's insane. Ready. Yes. If you're in here, let's see. Love your look. Thank you for sharing, my love. If you're in here right now, and if I've helped you make money, Drop the dollar signs, drop the credit card emojis, drop the euro, the yen, the dinero, whatever makes you feel good down in your sha-na-na. If you want to let people know how much money I've helped you make, you can share that as well, okay? Or keep it to yourself, okay? But you know, just let them know we get money around here, okay? We in this, we get money, okay? That's what we do. Now, next thing next, if you are a small business owner, if you're a side hustler, if you're a content creator, I hope that you're taking the steps to legitimize your content creation project as a real business, because you're going to need to, especially with the way that the tax laws have changed. Okay. But if you're inside of that category and you're in here, please let us know. Let us know. Let us know. And I need everybody to say, hey, God, hey, because that's who gave me the gifts of business, beautification, and hospitality. And I've been able to use them to make a crap load of money for myself. And more importantly, I've been able to help almost 900 people create six-figure incomes. And 184 of my clients have made $1 million in less than a year. And I love helping people get paid to do things that they like to do and things that they feel like they're called to do. Okay. And we definitely all need an extra coin right now. Blink, blink, blink. Y'all, I'm going to do my best, side note, to try and come back on this evening because I've been falling short on the community conversations. So I'm going to try and build a couple of days in my schedule where I can go live like at least like twice a day. So we'll do like the educational and the business content on one stream, and then the next stream will be where we can just chit chat. Because y'all, it's so many things I like to talk about. So many things. So many things I be wanting to talk about. Like this group of Black people descending upon the internet telling us that they don't like leg quarters and that they don't eat them. What? Have y'all seen the price of groceries lately? Have y'all seen the price of groceries? Every week, y'all just got. Have y'all seen the price of groceries and people out here talking about they don't eat leg quarters? Is you crazy? Cut them up, and then it's not a quarter. Now it's 2 pieces of chicken. What are we doing? What are we doing? Y'all, the unemployment rate for Black Americans right now is almost double of any other group in America. We're at 7.2%. Who knows what it's about to be when the new labor report drops? They haven't dropped the labor report for the month of September yet. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? All of the lies, like the lies. What, Kenny? The lies. What? But then you'll turn around and be like, you love the drumstick. Stop it. I can't with y'all. Okay. So long story long, I'm going to help you get some money so you can afford leg quarters. You can afford lamb chops. Okay. You can afford a steak. You can afford some turkey. If you vegan, what's a real expensive mushroom? The oyster mushroom. Okay. You can afford some oyster mushrooms. Okay. Either way, I'm going to help you get some money. All right. So you put whatever on the grill you want to put on the grill. Baby, look, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Those oyster mushrooms, they are really cool. Those and the chicken mushroom, those things are crazy and they're seasonal, but it's super neat. Okay, so whatever it is, if you're trying to get lamb chops, you're trying to get your leg quarters, maybe you only eat chicken breast. I don't know, or wings. Okay, wings are expensive. Maybe you only eat chicken wings. All right, maybe you eat buffalo. Maybe you eat bison. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you need some deer. Here you go, oxtails. Okay, we just trying to help you get the shmoney. And I'm not trying to be shady. Most of the people is turning their noses up at the leg quarters. They didn't look like they was, getting no lobster tails and oxtails on a regular basis. I said what I said. Blink, blink, blink. So whatever the protein is of your choice, okay? I had made some spiced pecans and somebody popped in the comments and they're like, I got to move around. There's $1 million worth of pecans, okay? So if you're trying to get your pecan or your walnut on, okay? Maybe you making cashew cheese or something. I don't know, okay? Whatever it is, we're going to help you. We're going to help you make the money so you can get it. That's what we're going to do, okay? You said oxtails are your thing. Yeah, oxtails are fire. Oxtails are every day. Oxtails are fire. I saw this guy, he made like an oxtail pasta the other day. I was like, let me say this because I'm gonna try it. Y'all know I like to rattle the pots and pans. I was like, I'm gonna try it. Okay, I'm gonna try it for sure. For sure. I was like, let me get on down to the store. Okay. All right, everybody. Let's keep it going. So I think no, we haven't made it to we're almost to this page, to the marketing strategy. So we talked about revenue goals. Oh, yes, we did, because we talked about order bumps yesterday, right? Then we talked about order bump, and we talked about like down sales and cross sales. Yeah, because I remember about asking, like in the question, if you wanted to automate your offer. So yeah, we covered all of that. So yes, now to the marketing strategy. All right, everybody say marketing, 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 marketing. Okay, and y'all remember the difference between a wish and winning is a strategy. That's it. And strategy is nothing more than a series of consistent actions. Okay, consistent actions that propel you forward towards that divine goal. That's all it is. That's all it is. Um, is the sale on the book? Yes, yes. It's 97 today instead of 347. Y'all want to know what that is? That's called progressive pricing. A lot of companies do regressive pricing. I do progressive pricing. And so I know y'all, when I get off of here, I'm trying to get in the habit of doing like a little mini masterclass at least a few times a week, like through my content, as far as to help everybody with making money. So I want to drop one. Not want to. I'm going to drop one today that is focused on. I'm gonna tell you what it's focused on. Hold on. I made myself a list of what I want to cover in sales. Because I've spent years like studying sales and marketing. So today, just in case y'all need a little extra, we're going to be talking about psychological reactants. And I'm going to talk to you guys about how to use it in order to help you get some more money, get them coins up. Hey, it's Tashina. What's going on, babe? Okay, so we'll be talking about psychological reactants today. In the mini, it won't be in the live, but it'll just be after. And y'all can save them, or I try and put them in a playlist or something, because a lot of people, y'all are good at getting people to come to your page. You're good at getting people to sign up for calls. You're good at getting people to get your lead magnets, but there's like a disconnect when it comes into converting someone actually into like a customer, like someone spending some money with you. So I'm gonna do my best to just kind of like drop those here and there, so that way y'all have them. Okay. All right. Hey Vic, what's going on today? Hey. All right, y'all. Everybody, say I'm ready in the chat. Everybody say I'm ready. 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 And we're gonna go through this marketing strategy. Okay. Now we spent the past few days going through the numbers. So we did the businessman. Some of y'all said it was stressing you out while I was doing the math, but it doesn't matter. We got it done, right? We got the math done. So now that you know your numbers, now that you have your projections, now that if you want to exceed your projections, what you need to do or what you need to put in place. Some of y'all have set up some budgets now. Now we're good to go. We know what we're selling every day of the week. We know what the additional offer is going to be during that day of the week. You've decided how you're going to deliver the actual product or offer to your clients. Now we can actually talk about how to market it. And a lot of times people want to jump to the marketing before they figured out any of these other things. And that's a mistake. Okay. And that's how you end up broke fire broke. And we don't want to be broke fire broke. We want to be rich fire rich. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And I put the dollar signs in the chat. We're trying to be rich fire rich. Okay, we're trying to be with the money, with the mignon, the coins, the paper that folds. Okay, belugas, fiat. That's what we want. Okay, that's what we want in these. We don't want to be out here on the struggle bus. We gotta get off the bus. We gotta get off the bus. We gotta get off the bus. Okay. Now, first thing first, we're gonna have to list the actual channels that we're gonna use, and we're gonna have to decide how many times a week we're going to engage with these channels. Does that make sense? This is the very first thing we're gonna do. So when I talk about channels, okay, I'm not Like these are multiple ways, okay, that you can get the word out. I want everybody to say organic in the chat. Everybody say organic, okay? Like, because, and the reason this is important is because everybody does not have the budget to run ads. Ads can be expensive, and I know what it's like to start up and not have the money for ads. I started my first company with $125 and a laptop. Do y'all think I had a substantial marketing budget? I did not. So I had to look at all of the organic ways that I could find to reach a client, right? To reach someone that would be a customer. So you're gonna, if you have the 365 marketing guide, you don't have to list them out. You're gonna be able to just put a check mark or a smiley face in there. But if you don't have the marketing guide, then you're gonna get you a notebook. Shout out to everybody that has their $1,000,000 notebooks. You're gonna get your notebook and you are going to like actually list them out. So your email is a form of a channel. So, for instance, my Black Friday boot camp is going to start September 30th, right? The initial emails where we send out about Black Friday boot camp is not going to go to everybody. We'll actually run an internal campaign, and it'll be based on what types of products you purchased from me in the past and what type of lead magnets you've signed up for. If you will even get the email information about the boot camp. So email is a channel. So you may, right? So when you're emailing people like a couple times a week, you're resending to unopens, that's a form of a channel. Okay. You're gonna write down, okay, if y'all look in here in the guide, you have the channel that you select, and underneath there's the amount of times you post per day, okay, or per week, how you want to engage. So I'm gonna tell y'all what I recommend. For the emails, I recommend 2 a week. Okay. I recommend 2 emails a week. The first email is normally going to be value based, and that's where we'll do a soft introduction to whatever this offer is. But the majority of the email should be about value that correlates with whatever this thing is, whatever the offer is. Okay. Then the next, and you definitely going to make sure you resend that to unopens. Then you're going to drop another email, normally Thursday or Friday. Now, if someone asks you specific questions, and this is a great opportunity to respond to these questions. So it's like, hey, these people asked me this, here are the answers, XYZ, element of P. Let me roll them out for you. Okay. And then you can also, don't forget, this is a great opportunity to say, if you need help with this or you want to dive deeper, boom, you plug your offer. Plug in your offer. That's the easiest way. People are getting value, and because they're getting value, it's easy for people to ascertain that your offer is going to be a solution to the problem, right? Or a way for them to get to the spot where they would like to accomplish their goal. Does that make sense, y'all? Does that make sense? The second channel available to you is text. Everybody say text, 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 text. We love a good text messaging system. I like easy texting. I like Text 180, and I like Textedly. Those are the text systems that I like. Okay. Hey, Rose Goddess Queen. Easy texting, Textedly, and Text 180. Those are the text messaging systems that I like. You can use whatever text message system you want, but those are the ones that are going to have really, really good open rates. Okay. Now, I personally don't think that you should be texting your audience every day unless you're doing a special campaign. So normally if I'm finna do a special campaign, I will give them the heads up. I'll say, hey, I'm celebrating my birthday, or hey, we're celebrating the business anniversary. And so this week we're doing a daily deal or daily giveaway or something like that. And every day I'm going to text you about this for the next 7 days or for the next 14 days. Okay. But I do believe that you should be texting your people at least once a week. And you should always, you should not only text them when you have something to offer. Like some of y'all, people never hear from you unless you have a sale. They never hear from you unless you're asking them for money. And eventually they're going to unsubscribe. Okay. But if you're sending out a text and for instance, a lot of y'all sign up so y'all can get that are in here right now. Y'all signed up so y'all can get a text message whenever I'm about to do a live training. Right. So if I'm doing a live training, y'all sign up, you get the text, right? Bada boom, bada bang. You come on in here. Y'all are happy to get those texts. Sometimes I'll text and I'll say, hey, go check your email. I dropped a marketing strategy there, right? And sometimes I'll shoot a text and I'll say, hey, we have XYZ Element of P on sale. Okay. So for the text messages once a week, because you want to stay in contact with people, you should be texting them outside of buy this. Okay, sign up for that. All right. And you want to make sure that you are adding segmentation to your text. Okay. Your next channel, live stream. A lot of y'all could be making a lot of money if you would live stream. And I know some of y'all have like anxiety and you have fears about live streaming. Y'all, I promise it's not that big of a deal. And if you get on and you're like, oh, it's just too much. Okay. Baby, delete it. Okay. Delete it. All you gotta do is delete it. All you gotta do is delete it. It's not the end of the world. You just delete it. Like magic. It's gonna be gone. Okay. That's all you gotta do. You push a button, it's done. That's all you gotta do. Okay. So literally your live stream, especially if you're not running ads, I would highly encourage you to pick a time at least 3 days a week where you're going to live stream. Um, I built my audience the fastest when I was live streaming every day. Especially if I was live streaming every day and I had a schedule and people knew that they could always find me at 1 o'clock. They knew they could always find me at 2 o'clock or whatever. And I like when I was streaming every day and putting in at least like an hour and a half, maybe two. Sometimes I would split it up. That's when I had the most success as far as building up an audience and my community really, really quickly. The algorithm does reward consistency, right? And so, literally, there are people I see they're on here every day, and you see their numbers growing every day. You said you want to do live but faceless. Okay, you can do it. You can use green screen. You can get an avatar. You can turn your camera, like out towards your scenery. There's quite a few things that you can do. Quite a few things. Okay. But anyway, if you want to use it as a channel, we're going to choose it as a channel. And you're going to say, I'm going to live stream 3 times a week, or I'm going to live stream 5 days a week, or I'm going to live stream 7 days a week. Okay. Whatever makes you feel good down in your shanana. The next channel that you have available to you are replays. A lot of people are like, what? Every time I say this, baby, your replays are valuable. Your replays of your live stream, especially if you are a person and you're showing someone how to do something, or you're sharing information with them, or you're sharing like specific insight, people will find that valuable. So if I get on and like, um, let's say this, I wanted to send this out and say, okay, let's do the marketing strategy, like how to reach more people, how to double your sales without having to spend zero, how to double your sales with $0 on ads. And we're going through this information, and I may say, okay, you guys, I'm going to send a replay to all of the Kingdom members. Make sure you make sure you DM me, use the Services Plus, and I'll send you a link so you can become a Kingdom member. All right. Make sure I also take replays if you have a Facebook group or a LinkedIn group and you're talking about something specific that members want to know inside of those groups. As long as you have permission, you can drop your replay inside of the group. You say, hey, y'all, I just finished up a training on 10 different ways that you can grow your followers without spending ads. And then I would drop the replay. If you got questions, you can drop them underneath here in the comments. So your replays are very, very valuable as far as ways to be able to expand your reach. And a lot of people don't think about it like that. You also can take your replays and you can put it in a system like Gling, or you can put them in a system like Opus Clips, and they will chop the replays down into like little mini pieces of content that you can spread out across the internet. Blink, blink, blink. Those systems will also take your replays and chop them down into 7-minute to 15-minute segments. And you can create a cover or a thumbnail for those. And now you have a piece of long format content that you can put on YouTube. So your replays are a valuable way to amplify your voice and amplify your reach without you having to do additional work. Okay. Next thing, if you have a Facebook page, are you going to post on there? If so, Facebook should be how many times a day you're gonna post. Not we don't do how many times a week. If you're gonna use it, you need to post every day. Are you posting 2 times a day, 10 times a day? Okay, what you got going on over there? Are you going to be using Snapchat? Again, if you're going to be using Snapchat, how many times a day are you going to be posting? Okay, how many times a day are you going to be posting on your Snap? You on TikTok? How many times a day you posting? I'd already told y'all 4 to 6 times is the magic amount of times to post every day on TikTok in order for you to grow. And I will tell y'all this: if you stop posting for a little while, they're definitely gonna punish you. Okay, I'm in punishment right now. I was doing. Hold on, I'm finna go and look. I was doing really, really well. Okay, and I was posting, and then I took like 2 days off. Right here, around here, about 4 days ago. I took 2 days off. Okay, had a lot going on. All right. Anyway, oh, I'm lying. No, it's 2 days. I took 2 days off. So literally before I took my 2 days off with my posting, I was literally picking up at least 100 new followers every single day. I was picking up at least 100 new followers every single day. Okay. So now I got to prove to them, like, oh, I'm not going to disappear on you. I got to go back to posting. So, like, when I get off of here, it'll be my second post for the day. Right. And I'm going to work as hard as I can to get another 2 or 3 out. So I'm posting 4 or 5 times today. And then I will go back to growing the account. Right. So this is normally the easiest way. Like when y'all see people that are picking up 10, 15,000 followers every single month, or when you get a bigger account, you start getting into multiplication. And now instead of 10 or 15,000, it's 100 or 150,000 every month. You will notice there we post. We gonna post, all right? So everybody is like, oh, I just want to do one a day, baby. Even when you look at a big account like a Nabila or Jackie Asamoah or something like that, because they understand social media and they understand the algorithm, even those girls post every day. Blink, blink, blink. Okay, so you're gonna post. You're gonna figure out how many times you're gonna post. If you're doing YouTube, now you need to figure out if you want to do daily posts or if you want to do a weekly post. Now YouTube is still a platform where you can get away with posting 2 or 3 times a week, but I'm gonna be honest, if you're posting every day, you are going to grow a lot faster. Okay. But if you want to do 2, 3 times a week, or you want to do your once a week, every Wednesday at 11 a.m. is when you drop your content, you can do that. If you're doing YouTube shorts, if you can do a daily short, it definitely gives you better results than just doing a short like once a week or once every other week. Okay, you'll figure that out. Are you using Instagram? If you're using Instagram, same thing. Instagram is 4 to 6 times a day right now. And if you can make at least 2 of those post reels, that's going to help you out. 4 to 6 times a day, though, is what they're looking at. So you got to decide, am I going to post here? And if so, how many times a day am I going to post? Okay. Are you going to do any type of groups? If you're in like Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, Discords, anything like that, school groups, are you in any of those groups? If you are, how many times per week or per day are you going to be active, and are you going to be posting content in those groups? And then same thing with LinkedIn. Now I know a lot of y'all like, oh my God, that's a lot. It is a lot. That's why I tell most people to choose 2 social media platforms and you focus on those 2, especially if we're really trying to like drive some sales and you're really trying to drive it in. Well, I ain't seen no comments in a long time. You said my IG has grown to 70K because of my consistency. Yeah, it'll do it. Like it'll do it. That's not like, well, I don't see no comments. Y'all, why you gonna make me? Now we gotta pause and we gotta have a conversation. First of all, if you guys are just getting here, my name is Ashley Ann, and I help people make money with their social media accounts. And I get on here and I teach things for free that other people charge like thousands of dollars for. I literally teach them for free. Right now, we're going through like setting up a marketing strategy so you can make sales. And in exchange, the only thing I ask y'all for are comments and likes and shares. And see, when I'm on here talking and the system they don't see heart me's, they're not seeing gives, they're not seeing my taps go up, and they're not seeing comments, they are not going to push, they're not going to push me out. So I know y'all always be like, "Oh, I'm in here writing notes." I mean, do I need to get on and just start giving fluffy content? Is that what I'm have to do? Like I can't get no real. I only can get real inside of Instacoin and Monetization Nation. I'm just going to be out here just giving fluff and other stuff. Like, is that maybe? You know what? Maybe that's why the other people just get on here and they just get fluff. Maybe that's why the other people get on here and they just be talking, baby. They don't really be giving good tangible content. Maybe that's what it is. You said you're always dropping gems. I appreciate it, but I mean, it's not dropping enough for y'all to be out here working the comments. And then I always know because y'all will turn around and y'all be like, "Well, I couldn't do the comments because I was busy taking notes." Someone's gonna have to give. Someone's gonna have to give. And I'm telling y'all right now, on the inside of the group, the comments are what like makes it go. If you love one of your favorite content creators, the more contents are going, the more it pushes them on the algorithm. Because I notice when I get on here and I talk about BS, my room numbers are always really, really high, but I just had the light bulb in my head. When I'm talking about BS, y'all aren't taking notes. Y'all are all doing this on the screen. Y'all are all in the chat. Whenever we come and I'm giving structured content and I'm like, okay, this is how we make money. And I'm giving y'all the step by step on the information on that side. Whenever I do that, y'all are all taking notes and no one's in the comments. So this is a conundrum. This is quite a conundrum. You love my content? Thank you. I know this is the thing. I know a lot of y'all love it. Y'all send me videos and pictures like at the stream. Y'all like, look at my 9 pages of notes I took today and stuff like that. But like, right here we are. Here we are. I'm clearly gonna have to be a person that I'm going to turn into a person that's like really about myself and not about other people. You said at least we know you're paying attention. That's not good enough for me. That's not. I look. Let me be honest with y'all. I believe in mutually beneficial relationships. I've always been very honest about that. I'm a mutually beneficial relationship girl. Okay, I'm not Jesus. I'm mutually beneficial. So my benefit from this, if I'm doing it for free on the live, should be so more people can learn about me, so more people can get the assistance and the help. This is to amplify my voice. I don't want to get on here and just be talking to 10 people. I'm keeping it a buck. So now I'm on here teaching for free, wearing my vocal cords out because y'all, I still have calls, I still have classes. Ask everybody that was in class last night. They know we get on at 6 and we go into 10, we go into 11, 12, whatever it is. Tomorrow, everybody that's in Instacoin, they know we got insight session that start at 12:30. We can be in there from 12:30 to 2:30 or 12:30 to 4:30. Then I got 3 client calls back to back to back right after that. Then I still have to do all my regular content, all my recordings, all my trainings, all of my modules I have to set up. And sometimes I go and speak on stages at events. And sometimes people pay me a lot of money to come and teach different workshops and stuff like that, tens of thousands of dollars. So literally, right? Hey, Ken, thank you, babe. Thank you for my heart means. So literally, like, if we're not getting the reach out so that other people in our community can get the information, well, that doesn't make sense for me to use this methodology. It's not amplifying my voice, and now I'm not getting anything out of it. And you see what I'm saying? I'm not getting anything out of it then. I'm trying to get something out of it. And for me, I want the amplification so that more people can get the information that they need so that they can get out here and actually make money. So they can get out here and actually build their businesses. So they can get out here and actually build their platforms and their podcasts. You see what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it a buck, right? So now here we are in a conundrum, and I have to figure out if when we get through this series, once I get done with this series, do I want to go into another series or do I want to get on here and turn into a yapper? Maybe I should just be on here being a talking head, just be on here talking about a bunch of bullshit all day and all night. Excuse my language. I mean, but it seems to be what people like. Like I've seen, y'all have no idea when I go down the timeline, how many people I've seen talking about how they'll help you make sales or make money as a beginner or blah, 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 blah. And when you go in, they're not really ever giving, like how I'm just like, do this, do that, da, 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 like how we were just going through all of these channels. I got another half of the channels to go through. They don't ever give stuff like that. Literally, when I see them in here, they're normally talking about like their life story or how they were like down bad. And then I found out that people were making so much money, on social media or with digital products. And I was like, put me in the game, coach, blah, 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 blah. They're not out here giving anything tangible or tactical. Nothing. Hello, I'm in the entertainment industry. Do you work in this area? Yes, I assist a lot of entertainers with getting streams of income set up for themselves on automation. But the reason they're doing it because the comments are just going. Same info like a script, but they're giving fluffy. They're giving fluff. But like that's what I'm saying. Like I get why they're giving fluff. Because if y'all are telling me, because y'all keep telling me this, y'all are like, oh, our bad, we're not tapping the screen because we're taking notes. Oh, my bad, I'm not, in the comments because I'm taking notes, right? Y'all are always saying I'm not doing things because I'm taking notes. And then y'all will send me videos and pictures of all of the notes that you took during the stream. So clearly, if me giving solid tactical content, like real advice, the real steps is going to help you make money is like interfering with you guys being able to engage, and because I'm not getting the proper engagement, it's not pushing out my content the way it needs to. Maybe I need to stop. Maybe all that stuff only should be behind the paywall, and whenever I get out here on the front, I just need to be out here doing, being on a bunch of fluff and nutter like everybody else. I mean, for real, I'm about to figure out. I'm about to make a decision. I am. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm thinking out loud. I'm going through the thought process with y'all. Like seriously, that may need to be the solution. You said, real be feeling like I'm just telling the truth. That may need to be the solution. I'm just on here for entertainment. Maybe I don't need to get on here anymore, giving people like actual steps to help them like make 1,000 or make 10,000 or make 20,000. Maybe I don't need to do that. Maybe I literally just need to get on here and just give fluff and just get on here and tell stories and say things that are going to make people feel motivated and inspired. That may be what I need to do. And let that be that. and let that be that, because clearly that seems to be the way. Clearly that seems to be the way. So I don't know. But let's go through these other channels, okay? Because we already here. Okay, I gotta complete the task. I'm not gonna stop halfway through. I'm just saying this. I noticed because I came on the other day and I did not give any like step-by-step tactical information. I was just on here chit-chatting with y'all. My chat man was like at 300 and some change. But I was not giving like, we were talking about business in general, right? But I wasn't given any like tactical steps, tactical information. This is that. I wasn't giving anything real that you can apply, that's gonna turn into a customer, that's gonna turn into more followers, that's gonna turn into more views, that's gonna turn into helping you put your systems in place. So clearly that's not what I need to be doing. Clearly, that's not what I need to be doing. Clearly, the algorithm likes it when I'm out here on fluff and nuffer and shenanigans. You say humans are interesting, right? Because if I'm talking about some real silly stuff, like a really, really silly topic or whatever, and I have it up as a community conversation, oh, my little chat man will be on 1,600. Chat man be jumping because I'm in here talking about nothing. I'm on here talking about nothing, but I'm in here doing some real stuff. But that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. If I'm talking about real things, I'm not getting the engagement. When I'm talking about fluffy stuff, there's nothing for you guys to write down in your personal notes about. And so because you're not taking any notes, well, now you're busy engaging. So I got to fix it. I have created my own problem, and I'm going to fix it. Blink, blink, blink. And that'll be that. And y'all just have to tell people like, yeah, be like, once upon a time, baby, she used to be in here shooting that real hot sauce. She used to be in here giving us stuff that other people be charging thousands of dollars for. And she quit because people weren't showing up to them lives. Real life. I'm gonna be honest, okay? Like, yeah, I'm not finna be doing all this extra work and extra stress on my vocal cords and all of this, and don't I want it for what? What the people have spoken, they don't want it. The people want bullshit. The people want me to get on here and talk about mindless things. The people want me to get on here and talk about motivational things without giving them an actionable step. The people want me to get on here, you know what I mean, and talk about Brittany Renner and her baby and her mama calling her baby daddy wife a bee and a hoe. That's what they. That's what they want to hear. Yes, I do give advice to content creators who don't have a business yet. And my first thing would tell you to go and legalize your content creation project so that it is a business. Because that's the only way you're going to be able to get the write offs. And that's the only way you're going to be able to keep a good amount of the money that you make from content creation and not have to pay it in taxes. You said you just here to say hallelujah. Anyway, everybody put put channels in the chat. Let's go to the second set of channels. Let's go to the second set of channels. Y'all go ahead, run me up to 30,000 likes real quick. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying what I'm saying, and we gonna test some things out. Okay, so second set of channels. A lot of people don't think about their stories on the gram, and they don't think about their DMs on the gram as channels. Those are two different channels. Your Instagram DMs are a channel. Your stories DMs are a channel. Your TikTok stories are a channel. Your TikTok DMs are a channel. Your Facebook stories are a channel. Your Facebook DMs are a channel. There's 6 different channels. And you have to figure out which ones you're going to use. And I know some of y'all are like, are they really? Yeah, because I literally can go to anybody that sent me a message in the past 30 days and I can drop a note and let them know, like, hey, this is the special I have coming up, or this is the program I have it coming up, or this is the event that I have coming up. Their channels. You can open up your DMs and you can say, hey, you can say you can say DM me the word blank, right? Like for right now, I can say, hold on. I can say tap the services plus and tap the services plus if you want a link to get into the Black Friday boot camp for only $97 instead of $9.97. All you got to do is tap, right? You can send a DM right now. You don't have to leave the stream. And I'll get you the information so you can get the Black Friday boot camp for 97 instead of for 997. And so you have to figure out which one you're gonna want to work. Okay. And people don't think about this. Okay. Are you going to run a set of video ads? That's a channel. That is a channel. Are you going to be using your video ads? That's another channel. Are you going to be using your business page on Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook? Your business accounts are different than your personal accounts. Those are channels. Blink, blink, blink. Hey, Jackie, thank you for the Harmony Love. Okay. All right, MIU. So now, like, right, this is over 20 channels. And when you think about it like that, doesn't it make sense for you to streamline and say, okay, I'm going to focus on all my TikTok channels and I'm going to focus on my Instagram. I'm going to focus on my TikTok and my YouTube, right? Because realistically, you trying to be in all of these places at one time without having a team is impossible. Even whenever you're trying to use a chat bot or you're trying to use software, it does not hit the same. So this is why those of us that have sense will say you pick the platforms that you want to dominate on. You pick those and that's what you focus in on. And once you get a system and a plan for those, now you can work on integrating additional social media platforms. So I'll be honest, I used to do a lot on LinkedIn back in the day. But once my name got out there on the scene, as far as like coming in to speak and train and stuff like that, I didn't really have to use LinkedIn as much anymore. And then I took that energy and I moved it over to TikTok. And that's when I popped on TikTok and really started working like over here. right? And so now I have some members of my team. They'll go in and do things for me on LinkedIn. Like they'll create posts for me on LinkedIn. They will work the groups for me. They will send the DMs, right? But as far as me doing it on a regular basis, no, it doesn't make sense. And I'm only one person. And there's right. And y'all, social media isn't my full-time job. I know a lot of people think it is, but it's not. I just happen to be good at creating content. But no, I actually still run companies. I still have a media buying company. I still have an event design and production company. I still have a social media consulting agency. I got companies, okay, and we got the real estate stuff going on too. I got companies that I'm actually running. This is not my primary thing. So therefore, when I get to my capacity typically is, trying to post on my TikTok 4 to 6 times a day, my Instagram 4 to 6 times a day. And if I can put something in my YouTube shorts 3 times a week, I feel accomplished. And now I'm trying to work on making sure I'm putting up a long form video every single week on my YouTube. And hopefully I can get into like at least 5 days out the week, Monday through Friday. Not to mention, I don't have kids. If I had kids, baby, I don't know what I'd be out here doing. I ain't got no children. Okay. So because I don't have children, that allows me another set of time that parents don't have. Because I don't have to worry about anybody's games. I don't have to worry about reviewing anyone's homework or helping them with a project. I don't have to get anybody to any doctor's appointments. I don't have to get anybody to a play date, right? I ain't got to give nobody bath time. If I don't feel like eating dinner, like CPS isn't gonna come knock on my door. You know what I'm saying? But when you have children, you can't do that. You can't be like, oh, I don't feel like eating, so I'm gonna give the kids popcorn for dinner. You can't do that. But I ain't got no kids, so I can be like, oh, I'm literally gonna eat this mango and popcorn, and that's gonna be my dinner because I want to keep working on whatever this thing is, right? So realistically, when you're looking at, what you have the capacity to do, you're gonna have to look at your life, and a lot of people don't think about that. So when I'm putting together strategies for my clients, I'm actually looking at that client's lifestyle. And if I have a client and I know like you're a busy mom, or you're a dad and a husband, and you also, have a 9 to 5 job and you're trying to build this business, I know for a fact you don't have the same bandwidth as my client who's over here with no man or woman, no children at all. They work a 9 to 5, but because they don't have any other responsibilities, they have 5 to 6 hours per day to work on their businesses. That client that's single with no responsibilities, they probably could pick up a third platform. They're going to be better at getting their content right out in the production level because they don't have the responsibilities that a parent may have or that a spouse may have with having to share time, right, and be able to manage your household. You said, I don't have kids either. I have the time, right? And that's real, and people don't think about that. So someone who has children, they're probably not going to be able to be like, I'm going to be on Snapchat and YouTube and TikTok and Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn and produce the amount of content, right? And produce the amount of content and respond to the messages and take care of the leads and do the websites and update my funnels and run my ads and manage them and be able to keep on task, right? Keep my bookkeeping on task. You're not going to be able to do all that. Right? And some of y'all be like, oh, I'm gonna just take that one piece of content and I'm gonna post it everywhere. Baby, get that trash out of here. A lot of these platforms are set up where their algorithm, their AI will read, and their AI will definitely like say, like, hey, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Their AI will read and it'll be like, this content is not original. It's spread out in other places. Also, some of the watermarks, you can't see them, but they're still there. So the metadata is still being read on the other platform. And also different people with different platforms have different personalities. So some of the stuff that like we put on TikTok or that we put on Snapchat are completely inappropriate to put on a LinkedIn page. And it is what it is, right? So you're going to have to, think about like, what platforms am I going to be on? What channels? Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to go through in this strategy, it says the content that you will share. Okay. And we got Monday through Sunday listed here. Now, this doesn't mean that this is the only content, but and I'm sorry, and then over in this column it says, are you running ads today? So if you're running ads, you're going to put those in. Because remember, when we're running ads and we're doing organic content, it actually gives us a better return on ad share, and that's what we want. Okay, that's what we want. Y'all, we still ain't at 30,000 likes. Oh my God. See, this is the problem. Oh, yo, I was about to say, let's get to 40,000. We ain't even ever hit the 30,000. So do me a favor. I know everybody in here is not working the comments. If you're not working the comments, tap the screen. Do your part. Just like that. Hey, baby. Okay. Do your part. Be a team player. Don't be the person in the wagon and you never get out and push. You never get out and pull. Baby, I don't want nobody in my wagon doing that. Yay, we hit 30K. Let's go. Y'all just get claps. No cheers, because it was a struggle. Okay. Let's see how fast we can hit 40,000. Maybe we can get some cheers. Maybe we can get some cheers in. Okay. Now, back to what I was saying. You got your ads. If you're running ads and you're doing your content, your ads are going to perform better. So for every $1 in, you'll probably get 10 to 16 back. But if you're just running ads and you're not putting out any organic content, for every $1 you spend in ads, you're probably only going to get $3 back. And I know 1 to 3 is pretty good, but why would we accept 1 to 3 when we could get 1 to 10? Or we could get 1 to 16. I want y'all to think about that. If you spend 100, if you're doing your organic content and you're spending $100 on your ad, you're making $16 back for every one you put in. That's $1,600. So you're telling me you're gonna take the 300 instead of the 1,600? You had the same amount of money got invested in, but the difference is people that create organic content and they couple it with their ads, they always get more back. Okay, y'all picking up what I'm putting down? So, okay, when we're going through this chart, okay, and y'all, if you want this, hey, go to my bio, click the deal of the week. You'll sit in here. Okay, this is the guide we're using. So this is going to be when we have Monday and we're saying content you will share, you're going to write in your primary content. So for instance, my goal, like every day, is typically to try and share some type of lifestyle content. I try and do some type of community conversational content. Sometimes I get that one, sometimes I don't. Hey, Alyssa. And then typically I also like to make sure I'm doing some business, like something business related. So it could be around marketing, sales, making money, setting your page up, getting more engagement, whatever. Okay. SEO, I try and do something like that. All right. So for instance, Monday, today, we're talking about, we're talking about psychology of sales. So that's my big one on the business side today. I already started off with my little community conversation today, the leg quarters. On Instagram, we're going to be doing some geopolitical conversation over there on that side, right? So then my other piece that I have is my lifestyle content. So that should be like something cooking or baking related for me with the way my account is set up. Okay, so the next thing, Tuesday, I'll do the same thing. I'll list like, okay, what's my primary content for Tuesday? What's my primary content for Wednesday? And so on and so on. If you do this, you're not going to be stressed out and being like, oh my God, I don't know what to post. Because a lot of people tell me they don't know what to post. Okay. Hey, Vanessa Miss. Hey, Vanessa Miss. Hey, girl. Hey. So then, once we have our primary content listed, we're going to go over here, if you have the guide, and we're going to choose our content, okay? And all you have to do is, this is how you're going to notify, okay? We're going to notify. How are we going to notify our audience? How are we going to notify our community about our products and our services and our offers? And if y'all can see, there's like a whole bank up there, right? This is going to correlate with the channels that you just selected. So if you know you're going to use your Instagram stories and every day you're going to go into your Instagram stories and you're going to remind people about your deal, then you need to make 14, 15 different flyers so you can put them in your story so people don't get banner blindness. Okay? If you know you're going to send emails and you're going to send out the email on Monday and Wednesday, or you're going to send out a Tuesday and Friday email, you're going to put that, circle it. If you know you're going to use the text, circle it, and you'll put the day of the week. You're going to do it out, right? So basically, I may send a text on Monday. Tuesday is going to be my email day, right? Every day in my stories, Monday through Sunday, I'm letting you guys know that I have this thing for sale every day in my Instagram stories and my TikTok stories and my Facebook stories. You see what I'm saying? Then, like, let's say I am going to drop a replay in one of my LinkedIn groups or my Facebook groups, or maybe you have your own Discord or something. I'm going to drop a replay, though, every Thursday. Thursday is going to be replay day. So I'm going to always drop a replay on Thursday, right? I'm going to take one of my other posts and I'm going to boost it on my Facebook and Instagram business page. So I'm going to boost one of my live streams or promotion about a live stream that's coming. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like you got to get like that, and you have to have a schedule that's written down. You cannot be like, oh, in my brain. Now, eventually, once you get into a system or rhythm, yeah, then you'll be able to say, oh, this is my routine. But when you first start it, it's not going to be your routine. Okay, it's not going to be your routine when we first get started. So I know y'all are doing a good job on the taps. I just looked up. We more than halfway there. We're almost at like 37,000. So we only got 3,000 more for 40. Okay. Now, when we get to choose some content, can y'all see this format down here where you do the product or the service? Then what does it do? Then who is it for? Y'all know how we talked about niche specific content a couple weeks ago? And we talked about value-based content a few weeks ago. This is how this comes into. So if you're posting 4 to 6 times a day on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok so you can grow, you're not going to have a problem sliding this in. Okay. So what's the offer? Okay. So you're going to write down what the offer is for the day. What does it do? My products help you make more money. So right now we're getting ready for Black Friday. So my offer helps you have a huge Black Friday, a successful Black Friday campaign. Okay. Then who is it for? My Black Friday boot camps are for small business owners. They're for content creators. They're for side hustlers. And they're specifically for people who have tried to have a successful Black Friday lunch before and failed. Okay. That's who it's for. Now, my frequently asked questions, I'm going to write down the questions I get all the time, right? How much should I be spending on ads? How do I grow my followers? When do I start talking about my Black Friday offer? I'm going to write down at least 10 questions that I get all the time around this topic, because that's going to help me come up with content ideas that are going to attract the right type of person to me. Okay. Then the next thing, what are common challenges or problems? First challenge or problem that I get all the time. Y'all will be amazed with the majority of my emails from people, or people saying, like, I have this idea or I have this thing and I have no idea where to start. People don't even know where to start. That's the most common thing that I get. People are like, I don't know where to start. Okay, so this is their first challenge or problem. The second thing is a lot of people don't have funnels. The third thing, I have a lot of people, they are afraid of ads or they don't know how to run ads. The fourth thing, people have no marketing plan and no marketing strategy, right? So I'm just going to write down as many of the common problems or challenges that I can think of, and we're going to figure out how we address those. You said you don't see the Black Friday Bootcamp. When you tap on deals of the week, the scroll down, the second option is the Black Friday Bootcamp Elite. And then the base level Black Friday Bootcamp for $97 is underneath that. Okay. Now, the next question in here, what are their desired outcomes? Well, the desired outcome is to launch an offer for Black Friday and make a good amount of money. Okay. Normally, desired outcome would be to sell out. Desired outcome would be to make a few $1,000s during the Black Friday weekend or festivities, right? Their desired outcome is to feel proud of themselves and to feel successful. So I'm going to write that down. Next question. Are there any statistics that you can find out about this? I'm at 40K. Oh, snap. We get cheers. Hey. One more time, y'all. One more time. Hey, everybody cheer for yourself. Cheer for yourself. Everybody cheer for yourself. One more time, one more time, one more time. Yay, way to go, y'all. Way to go. So I read somewhere, I don't know if it's true. If I can get back on tonight, we're gonna have to try it. They said if you can get 100,000 likes in the first 30 minutes, that it will help your stream go kaboom. I don't know if that's true. We'll try it though. Okay, we'll try it. Okay. So next question. Are there any statistics or facts that you can find out about this thing? Yes, there's always statistics and facts. It can be statistics and facts about like how it's going to benefit someone if they accomplish this. It can be statistics or facts about the actual audience group. It can be statistics or facts about the ingredients. I promise you, there's always a statistic or facts. Always. Okay. So I'm probably going to pull up statistics and facts about new businesses in the United States, maybe like how much it costs to start a business, what the average business is earning, what the average content creator is earning, around what, mark people start to make money, about how many businesses maybe are failing or people are failing, they're not making the money, they're not hitting goals. I'm going to pull up all that kind of information. Next, is there technology specific to your industry? Heck yeah, it is for mine. Okay. So I'm going to write those down. Can I show anyone how to do something? The answer in here should be yes for everybody. You can show them or you can tell them how to do something. And you're going to write down the list of things that you can show people and teach people that are related to your offer. Okay. Do you have any photos, videos, images of someone using your product, eating your product, speaking about it, reviewing it, texting about it, wearing it? Basically, do we have any user-generated content that someone has submitted to us or that we've taken on our own? If you have it, put down how you're going to find, like where it's located at. If you don't have it, then you're going to have to get some. And so this may mean that you need to send your product. If you have a physical product, you may need to send that out to someone if it's physical or tangible, right? So that you can get videos of them eating it, reviewing it, wearing it, taking care of it, whatever it is. If it's a service, well, then we need to go and get feedback of our customers or our clients that have already used it. If this is a brand new service or a brand new digital product or like consulting or something like that, and you haven't launched it yet, this is when you need to go and get beta testers, and you're going to have the beta testers use it so they can give you feedback. Okay? That's how that works. Next question in here. Do you have any video or imagery that you're using? Okay? Like that you yourself are doing. If don't, guess what? You better make you some. Okay? Can you find any articles that relate to the product, the service, or the industry? If so, we're gonna put, like, I like to just get like a little what do you call a Google Sheet? I was gonna say Excel. A Google Sheet is the version I use Microsoft for years, and I switched over. I finally made the switch to completely switch to Google and get away from Microsoft. So sometimes I'll be like, what's the Google version of this? So get you a sheet or get you an Excel document, and you're gonna put the articles. Why? Somebody say, Ashley Ann, why do I want to do it like that? You know why you want to do it that way? Because when it's time to post some content, you need to have something in your repertoire that's fast. I think sometimes when we think about content, everybody thinks about your content that makes you money is only face to camera, and that's just not true, right? A lot of your content that makes you money, it's relative to like that community, right? So if I put up a post about, how the laws are changing for content creators or how the big beautiful bill is going to affect how much money you take home in your pocket, right? And I put up an article about it, and then maybe I give a summary, that's useful content. And I can do the summary face to camera, or I can type out and say, hey, this is what this article is about. So what I normally like to do when I'm doing an article, I'll take the list of articles that I'm using for my campaign. Because remember, we're planning a whole campaign. We're not talking about a drop. We're planning an actual campaign. So I'm going to put them all inside of the Google Sheet, and I'm going to put links to the articles. If you want to be an overachiever, go ahead and take the screenshots. So now you have a screenshot of the article. And if you want to write like your little 2 to 4 line summary about what the article is about or what it's saying, then you put it there. So boom, now you see what I'm saying? That's canned content. So now you may have got up that morning, like I did today, talking about leg quarters. And remember, I told you I'm gonna do another mini masterclass. And inside of the mini masterclass, I'm going to go right through like some sales psychology things to help you get more clients, right? So you can understand how you're pushing people away and how to stop it, right? I'm gonna do that. And then let's say I like run out of time. Right, let's say I run out of time. Remember, I told y'all my daddy graduated yesterday, so we got graduation dinner. I'm so proud of him. So let's say I'm running out of time, and I don't have time to blah 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 and edit it down and do transitions. Or maybe there's a pasta dish that's in my phone. It's like a play on a. It's a play on a carbonara. It's not exactly traditional carbonara, but it's similar, right? It's got a few enhancements. Okay, so maybe I don't have time to edit down this video of the carbonara, but I still need content to go on my page. Well, now I can go to one of my articles and I can put it up. You understand what I'm saying? You say you out of time, baby. A lot of people out of time, just said. So y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Is that making sense? So literally, if you have these articles that are set up, and y'all, if it's not about your direct product or your industry, think about the community of people that you service and the type of content that they like, and it can be based on that. Okay, so in between my article and my B-roll, I'm gonna have my content to put up. You understand? So a lot of this comes down to being organized, if I'm being honest. But you got just think about this think about organized, okay? Like being organized means saving time. Okay. And a lot of people are like, no, you don't. You will get so much more time in your life if you get organized. And remember, in order to be organized, we have to be clear. Okay. And wealth does not come to confuse people. Wealth comes to people that are clear. Specific is terrific. Just like when I tell y'all to get a niche and lock in, now once your account blows up, you can be all over the place. You can expand. But a lot of your faves that you like, you're now like, I don't want to use the word idolize, that's strong, but a lot of the faves that y'all support and y'all like, ooh, I love their dirty, stinky draws. When you go way, way back before they got big, they had niches. They had very specific content that they rolled out. They were like, this is all I do. And then as they started to grow and they started developing an audience, then they started branching out to other things. A lot of y'all are trying to branch out, but you ain't got no tree. y'all trying to branch out and you ain't got no tree yet. Okay, you need to be specific. It's terrific so you can get that tree trunk and then we can start branching into other things. Okay. All right. So next, okay, can you discuss or show the ingredients or the supplies or the process when it comes to one of your offers? Okay, and then if so, you're gonna write it down and you're gonna make a list. This is where any of you guys that have like tangible products, especially those of you that make anything that's consumed, like those of you that make like body butters, soaps, lotions, like you make snacks that you send out to people and stuff like that, baby, that's your time to shine. Okay, like one of my cousins, she bought me, I think it's called a Happy Shot or a Bliss Shot, and it has, I can't remember, it has like lavender and some other stuff in it, but it's supposed to like enhance your mood, right? So literally, if I was selling those, I would talk about lavender and all of the properties in it, and you know how lavender breaks down in your body and in your system. And because lavender is breaking down in your body and your system in this particular type of way, it's giving this type of effect, you know, and we use fresh lavender in our Happy Shots. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Like, so you're going, if you are a small business owner and like, let's say you make your own shampoos and conditioners or something, you may talk about, you know, like I have she's not in here anymore, but she was in here earlier. Her name is Glorious Locks. And so Glorious Locks, I'm really excited. She has a new hair care line and she formulated this specifically for people with locks. She has locks. Her children have locks. She's the #1 loctician in Minneapolis, and she's had to help her clients with a share of different issues, right? And these are things that are unique to people that wear like mini locks, sister locks, the free forms, traditional locks, all of that kind of stuff, right? And she has products that work for people that don't have locks as well, but the big thing is for people that have locks. And so, anyway, like for her, one of the things is her sitting down and talking about, I have this ingredient in here because this ingredient is going to help strengthen your hair at the root. You know, this is going to make your follicle more stable, because sometimes people that have locks, that the whole lock will just like come off, like the whole entire thing will just come off in their hand, right? So, right, or like being able to properly detox and cleanse their hair, making sure that their locks are actually moisturized properly, right, all the way down. Like, does that make sense? So she can talk about the different ingredients or the different properties, and like, this is why my shampoo or this is why my conditioner is different than the other ones on the market. And y'all, you can do that with anything. If you make clothes, you can talk about the fabrics, right? So like this cap, y'all know I stay in a caftan. Hell, I'm ready to buy me some more. I love them. I love a caftan. It'll be funny because they'll be like, oh, I like your muumuu. I'm like, this is not a muumuu, okay? This is a caftan. This is resort wear. Get into it. This is luxurious. But my favorite thing about it, Big C, he be like, I float. He like, you're always floating around. And I am, because when I walk, he goes, shh. Every time I go out, people are like, oh, you look so beautiful. I love your outfit. I love your dress. Men, women, elderly people, young people, everybody, always, every time I go out, if I'm in a caftan, they're always asking me about that, right? So if I made this, I would talk about the fabric. I would talk about how it's not going to lose, it's going to retain its colors. Like this particular one I have on, I think I've had this one for 5 or 6 years. Y'all, it still has its color. It doesn't have any lint balls. It does not fade, okay, because of the fabric, because of the material that she made this out of. It's seen well. You know how sometimes you get clothes and little strings like pop out of them? Not on this. It's not happening. You understand what I'm saying? So literally, it does not matter if you're selling something that's consumable, if you're selling something that people wear, like you start talking about the supplies or the ingredients or the tools, right, that you use if you're selling those types of things. And that's easy content for you, right? Because now we're getting into the education of it. So if you're going through this, and you answer all of these questions, let me tell you what you're going to be able to do with these questions. Not only are you going to be able to create content, okay, that brings you customers, but guess what? When it's time to write your sales page and you need copy for the sales page, it's in here. The first questions: what are the common challenges and problems? What are the desired outcomes? Who is it for, and what does it do? That's all the good stuff that you need on an offer page, right? To be able to get somebody to convert. When we get in here on the actual page for somebody to check out, and remember I asked y'all, I said, can you find pictures or videos of people eating, reviewing, using your stuff, talking about it? Baby, those are your testimonials when people got to click and buy and confirm the payment. Not only is that content for you, that's going to help you make sales, okay? When we're talking about like articles and what's happening right now for your community and for your industry, and you're writing that down and we're writing the statistics and stuff like that, well, that's relevant information. So that's content for you, but this also puts things in the position so that your community already ascertains in their brain on their own, like, hey, I need to buy this because this is a good solution. This is a good fit for my issue, for my thing. Does that make sense? Hey, way to go, y'all. We hit 50,000. Okay, so let's stop right here. Let's stop right here. Now, tomorrow, I have a long day, so I feel like Friday is when we're going to get back to this next portion. But let's do some Q&A before I get out of here today. Okay, let's do some Q&A before I get up out of here today in these streets. Did you guys enjoy today? If y'all enjoyed today, let me know that you enjoyed it. You're welcome. You're welcome. Let me drop the link in case somebody has a question over here on the tube or on the book. Boom, y'all. Here's y'all's link. Oh, wait. I think I may have messed that up. Hold on. Don't use that one. Let me give you. I messed around and hit backspace and got rid of a letter in there. Okay, boom. There we go. All right, now if y'all got questions, pull up and ask your question. Okay. Let's do what time is it? Child, I'm over time because I just set my alarm. But it's okay. Let's do 10 minutes. Let's do 10 minutes of Q&A. Let's do 10 minutes of Q&A. And y'all can ask me whatever questions. But I hope y'all are enjoying this. And side note, thank you for everybody that was tapping the screen and everybody that sent me a heart me and everybody that sent a share today. I appreciate you guys tremendously, so very much. But do y'all understand that it takes work if you're trying to make 10,000, you're trying to make 20,000, you're trying to make 100,000, you're trying to make 1,000,000, right? If we have a plan, then you're gonna win. Okay. The difference between a wish and winning is literally your strategy. And so, literally, if we're in here building out this strategy, you're just gonna have to take some time to think about it. And I know a lot of people are not taught this, right? They're like, oh, I just get on social media and I post and I made money and got a lot of followers. There's very few people that can wing it and end up getting out here and winning. Most people, y'all are like me. You need a strategy. You need to be able to write it down. So you go look in your book and your book says, oh, it's Tuesday. This is what I'm supposed to post today. Can we schedule content by day? Yes, yes, you can schedule your content by day. And I will say this, speaking of scheduling, most apps have their own internal schedulers. If you're using the internal scheduler, then you're typically going to you're going to find favor on the app. Okay. I know it's a lot of third party apps and they're like, oh, use us and we'll post all your content for you. A lot of the apps don't like that. Like IG, they like it when you use Instagram scheduler. TikTok likes it when you use TikTok scheduler. They don't like it when you use Hootsuite. People, and when I first started, I didn't know any better, and I was trying all those schedulers and stuff like that, and it did not, baby, it was not giving. Okay, it was not. When I say it wasn't giving, it was not giving. Okay, it was giving me stress. Jet Set, what's up, baby boo? Um, no, no. Okay, so I know it sounds great to say, oh, I'm gonna post all my content around. I know it sounds great to say I'm gonna post all my the same content on every single platform, but do not. I'm telling you this right now. They have little AI that's working all the time and it's scanning for if that content is original or not. Also, there are meta tags that are on your content. So, like if I download a piece of content from TikTok, even though it doesn't have the TikTok watermark, I promise you when I put it on Facebook, Facebook knows that it came from TikTok and vice versa. So a lot of times that's why I say you pick your primary content for the day. So you may have a topic that you're sticking to that day, but the content may be different on the platforms. So I may do a face to camera on TikTok and I may take that same piece of content and I already have it formatted to be a carousel on Instagram. You see what I'm saying? And then on Facebook, I just may type it out as like I may play long post alert and type it out as a long post with a picture of me, sitting in front of my laptop. Or with the back end of a screenshot of like, hey, look, we just did $17,000, yesterday, right? Does that make sense? So yeah. Hey, Jetta, what's going on?
Hey there, can you hear me okay?
I can. I hear you great. You have fabulous sound.
Oh, well, thank you very much. So just a quick question. I just wanted to follow up. So because I'm a lifestyle girl, and I know that you were talking about basically the riches are in the niches. And when I was talking about scheduling, so for example, so people will understand, like Monday, I might talk a little bit more about the business of lifestyle. Tuesday, it might be about, my favorite, maybe it's Wednesday's wine, Tuesday's travel. Does that make sense? Or do I have to kind of just stay in this one particular niche is what I wanted to.
That's all still in lifestyle. If you were like, okay, I'm doing lifestyle and this is my niche, and then you go to all of a sudden, I don't know, you're like, I'm gonna go into what's coming to my head is really funny because so let's say you go from lifestyle and then all of a sudden you're like, I'm gonna talk about MRR.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
was, try- I was,
no,
try- I
no,
was
no.
trying to
Okay.
think, I was trying to think about something different than that, because
Right.
every time I say that, the MRR people feel like I'm coming for them. I'm not coming for them. I'm not coming for y'all. But I don't like MRR. I'm telling y'all, like, I don't like it. I don't care whose licenses you got. The way y'all be out here trying to sell it, baby, it never works. Okay. But like, if you were trying to do something like that, then it'd be like, well, what's going on? Right. But travel is a part of lifestyle. Like, the way you styled yourself, your hair, your makeup, the wines you're drinking, the restaurants you're going to, that's all a part of lifestyle, right? And you're showcasing a particular lifestyle that that you're involved in or that you engage with on a regular basis. But whenever we go from, like, I don't know, let's say I was on here and I talked about bookkeeping every single day, and then all of a sudden I was like, watch my skincare routine, people gonna be like, what? And it's not necessarily people, but the algorithm is gonna be like, we don't know what to do with you because you're supposed to be doing accounting and now you're doing skincare, and it's confused. So if it knows your lifestyle, it's going to put you there. If it knows you're a yapper, it's going to put you there. If it knows you're a gardener, it's going to put you there. So this is why it's like really important to be specific, right? As far as your niche. So that's coming to a lot of people when it's time to make money. Like, get you a doom scrolling account where you can just post whatever you want to over there. But if we're trying to like actually monetize the app, you're going to have to lock in for a while with your actual niche. And then once you grow the niche, if you want to expand, like I said, you want to branch into other things, you can start adding other little things here and there.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Good question. Let's see. Is it in? Oh, that's In God's Hands. At first I was like Ingo, now I seem to see that's In God's Hands. That's cute. In God's Hands, you there? Going once, going twice. Baby, request on back up. Request on back up. All right, let's see. Those are very good questions. Is there any other questions, y'all? I got time for one more. I need to get some tea. My nose trying to blah. We need some tea. Side note, this has nothing to do with anything, y'all. I am so excited. I finally got an offer to do a brand deal with a press-on nail company, and I actually like the nails. So y'all know, is another company. I'm not gonna say their name. They reached out to me, and I was like, "No, your products suck." Y'all remember, I was showing y'all how all my nails were lifted and everything. And I was like, no, okay. And this is how I knew all these people online be lying. They were like, oh, it's so good, it's so good. Had me spending my money on that trash, okay. But this particular company is actually really good. And y'all know, because I take care of mama full time, I do, for those who don't know, I do my own nails. But recently I've been having to rely on press-ons because, like, when you do your own nails, it takes a few hours. And when you're a caregiver, sometimes you don't have the few hours. Or when you get the few hours, you don't want to do your nails. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you want to take a nap. Maybe you need to clean the kitchen. Maybe I'm food prepping for the week, right? I got stuff. Long story long, I got stuff I be doing. Anyway, and I was so mad because all these people, they were like, the product said good. Trash. Because y'all know I got on because it's real review. And I was like, I'll say it because I always said Savvy Land, don't use them. Do not buy their kits. Don't buy their stuff. This stuff is trash. Your nails going to be popping off left and right, whether you're doing Gel X, Polygel, or press on. Complete and utter trash. Your team makes custom design press on nails. Oh, good for your team. That's a great industry to be in right now. They have come a long way with press on nails. A long way. Okay, the press-on nails is real cute now. Real cute. So I was very excited with the last one of the sets I had. I think I'm gonna file the inside out, and I'm probably gonna pop them back on. For sure. But I was very excited about that, and I was excited too whenever Ziploc hit me up, right? So because I cook and stuff, so I was excited about that. Did the content to currency replays go out? Mm-hmm. Yeah. They went out last week sometime, if I'm not mistaken. Could have been a little bit before that, but yeah, babe, they went out. I got you in the New Year's, baby. Look, I'm telling you, your nails, they're so much better. They're so much stronger doing it yourself. Because they break out the e-file for a lot of stuff that's unnecessary. And a lot of it, you can take a buffing block or you can take an old school hand file, just got, and you good to go. And now, once I learned, I do nail glue or I do a base coat on my nail and then I rough it up. And if I'm doing a press on, I stick the glue to that. So now I don't even have to glue like on my actual natural nail at all. And it works great. Ziploc. Yeah. Ziploc, baby. And T-File with the last set of pots and pans. That was excited. So hopefully I'll be doing some more stuff with T-File. And I've been very surprised. And their non-stick is actually a really good non-stick. The only thing I wish, and I already told them this, I'm not saying anything out of sorts, with the pots and pan set and the content that they have me working on right now, for that particular product, I just wish it came in different colors. That's it. Like it's that, I think they call it like deep granite is the color that I have. You know, it's kind of like the dark gray and it kind of looks like, you know, a little granite with little specks in it. And I mean, that's all right. But I'll be honest, I feel like people like, people like dishware and cookware with like more personality now. And they like, I know I do anyway. Like I like the fun colors, you know what I'm saying? Like, so there's a beautiful like cobalt blue and gold set I want. I don't need it. I just want it. I have plenty of cookware. But I seen it, I was like, ooh. And I have the Le Creuset. I have all the Le Creuset in the Caribbean colors and stuff like that. So that was the first thing I asked them. I was like, do you have it in a different color? Taja TikTok, did you request up, babe, on purpose? Or is that an accident? Sweet Mama B, did you request up on purpose or is that an accident? You said that's dope. You love press-ons. I do too. I didn't used to, but I do now. But for a long time, I didn't. Accident? Okay, no problem. All right, y'all. So y'all know what to do. Says we're gonna get up out of here. If you are trying to get the 365 marketing guide, okay, go on over there, click the link in my bio. Tap deals of the week is gonna be the first option. If you're trying to get to the Black Friday boot camp, blinkety blink, blink, blink. Sign up for that. All right. Special thank you to Pen to Profit, Mika Finance, Glorious Locks, and Aunt Jackie. Pen to Profit sent me 2 of those little hearts up there. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, y'all. I'm going to do my best to come back on later on tonight and talk some mess with y'all. But if I don't see y'all tonight, I will see y'all on Friday, okay? And I may try and do a Q&A tomorrow morning before Insight session. I'm gonna do my best. I'm trying to work my way back up to streaming every day. Once upon a time in my life, I used to stream every single day. And I feel like I need to be every day so I can go in between business content and, you know, talking about the world affairs that are happening right now. Child, the schedule, okay? And I'm working my way to trying to get a specific like showtime, right? So it's like, well, Wednesday is this day and this time. And then like community conversations is maybe another day and another time. And then political stuff, geopolitical, you know, or politics and economy or economy and the politics or something is, you know, on another day, on a Friday night or something. I don't know. I'm gonna get it figured out. Or maybe that'll be on a Sunday. Maybe a Sunday. I don't know. I don't get it figured out. Anyway, y'all, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are on the planet Earth. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me. If it's morning time or daytime where you are, have a productive and a prosperous day. If it's evening time, get yourself a good night's rest, and I will see y'all later. And when I come back later, y'all, real talk, I'm probably only going to be on TikTok. So if you're watching me on YouTube or Facebook and you don't follow me over there, I'm at King Ashley Ann on TikTok.